It's time for extreme health. It's time to get your body right. It's time to get your mind right. It's time to get your spirit right. Now here's Coach Fred. Now dropping Give You 20.
1, 2, 3, 60. 1, 2, 3, 70. 1, 2,
Back to Extreme Health Radio on this Tuesday afternoon. Now, before we do anything else, because we were looking to start on Monday this week, but false start, we will be up and running next Monday. So write this down, put this in your planners, put it on your tablets, put it on your refrigerator, put it on your bathroom mirror, put it on your computer at work. This coming Monday, the 17th of March, the Extreme Health Radio Show is going to be moving from to 12 noon, not 12:30, but 12 noon for 1 hour. So here's what we've got. New day, new time, twice the show. So, hey, I'm Coach Fred. Welcome to Extreme Health Radio, brought to you by the Fred Foster Fitness Company. Let me tell you what's going on right now in our supermarkets, in the places that we go to, where 50 years ago, when you ate an apple, it was an apple. But the apple was grown in a field by a farmer, without all the chemicals and things that take place along the way. Well, today, you might very well be buying an apple in the supermarket. Now, get this, folks, that has inserted in it fish DNA. Or 50 years ago, when there was nothing, so such thing as lactose intolerance, you could have just drank a glass of milk and it was fine. Got the calcium, all the things that go with milk, the vitamin D. No, not today necessarily. Because, see, back 50 years ago, those cows ate grass. Well, today, they're feeding cows synthetic feed. They're sticking steroids in and all kinds of stuff, and that gets into our milk, that gets into our food, it gets into our streams, our rivers, our lakes. Before you know it, the same apple, the same glass of milk, the same piece of meat, the same vegetable we had 50 years ago isn't the same today. And what are we seeing from that? We're seeing an increased level of Alzheimer's, an increased level of dementia. We're seeing all kinds of intestinal problems because, see, genetic organisms, they get in the body and they just don't leave. They stay, they attach, the body acts in a violent way towards them, and next thing you know, you see actually in x-rays holes in the brain. I'm not trying to scare people today, I'm just trying to give you some stuff. Holes in the intestines. And before you know it, memory loss. So, we're going to talk today, I'm going to talk all throughout about just eating better, eating healthy. And I'm not going to get into just, yes, we want the green leafy vegetables, and we want foods of lots of colors, and we're going to talk about eating raw. But what I really want to get into is knowing where your food comes from and what you can do about it. So, number one, I'm going to tell you right now, and I hope that the food police aren't out there. But folks, whenever possible, buy organic. Let me say it again, buy organic. Now, it may be more expensive. It may cost a bit more, but it's like this, pay me now or pay me later. Get the healthier food in you. Here's another one, and especially the African-American community. Learn, folks, to make 50% of every meal raw. That's right, raw. Your salads, your vegetables, your fruits, try to learn to eat raw or even steam them lightly at best. Because here's what's happening. Collard greens start out pretty well, but we kill them by cooking them for 3 hours on the stove. Or we're eating meat and we're just cooking all the nutrition out of it. We're actually killing them. The idea is we want to eat live things in a live body bring live enzymes into our system. But before we know it, we're healthier. And this just changes the whole state of things. How about this one, cancer? Back in 1950, about 1 in 12 Americans had cancer. I take that, let me say it again. Yes, 1 out of 12 Americans back in 1950. Today, almost half the people in America either have had cancer or certainly know somebody affected by it in a great way. In fact, I think we all know somebody affected by cancer. Well, here goes some real science for you. Take it back to high school to chemistry. It says here that it has never been a case. Anybody with an alkaline number of 8.0 or higher has never had a case of cancer. Never. 8.0 or higher. Now, what does that really mean? It really means that if you remember back from chemistry, you had something called alkaline or base, and you had something called acid or acidity. the sugars, the processed foods we eat, they all start to have excess sugars in them. They bring inflammation onto the body. And our body's response to inflammation is disease. A lot of us are walking around with joint pain that can be cured in just weeks sometimes with just a change in diet. So, you want to hang out with us at Extreme Health Radio. You want to be calling in. You want to be talking to us. You want to come to our seminars and know more and more about it. And on that note, I want to talk to somebody today. I'm flying solo today. That's right. We changed the day that we had the show, so I don't have my guest with me. Believe me, she'll be back with us next week, but she is dynamite. So, Coach Fred is here, and I got lots of stuff for you because, listen, I've got good stuff in the whole Extreme Health program. So, 1-800-450-7876. That's 1-800-450-7876. Give us a call. Give me a call. And let's talk to Coach Fred here on Extreme Health Radio. Another thing that's been going on, I've been hearing more and more people say, Fred, how do I get started? How do I kind of recharge my batteries? How do I go from, being sedentary to getting moving? How do I go from, not feeling well to start to feel well in the beginning? And, I was just last night with another group of people. I've been talking to a lot of people about Extreme Health, folks. And we came up with what we call the 3 R's. First, to renew, refresh, rejuvenate. Let me put them in the right order. Renew, first you renew. Then you rejuvenate, then you refresh. And the renewing starts more than anything else in your mind. In other words, it starts with how you think, how you speak, what you do. So, for instance, too often we wake up in the morning and say, oh, my goodness, it's snowing today. Or, oh, my goodness, it's raining today. Oh, my goodness, it's cold today. Oh, my goodness, it's hot today. Oh, my goodness, I have this meeting today. Oh, my goodness, I've got to deal with traffic today. And we speak a loss. We take the loss rather than the victory just by how we speak. Because what we speak determines, it comes out from the inside of us. It determines what we hear in many cases. The only conversation that really matters is the one you have with yourself. When it's all said and done, you've defeated yourself before you began. So start right now by making up your own declarations. We have declarations in Extreme Health. We talk about being fearfully and wonderfully made. We talk about releasing our mind from the bad memories of the past or from old non-serving thoughts. We talk about nourishing ourselves with healthy foods. Start to put together your own mantra about what you do, but start to visit that every day. Put it on your vision board. Put it on your refrigerator. But start writing down your own success statements about yourself and speak in this present tense. The next thing we talk about is rejuvenation. Listen, folks, that's what I do. I am Mr. Rejuvenation. That's what Coach Fred is. And we're talking exercise. We're talking drinking more water. We're talking eating better and better nutrition. And let me tell you something. It doesn't take long to make the change. If you've been a smoker, get this, smokers. For every year you smoked, 1 month equals 1 year. So get this right. You've been smoking for 20 years. If you can stay off of cigarettes for 20 months, you can have lungs that look like you've never taken a cigarette, at least not in the last 20 years. How about that? Here goes another one. Just standing up more often will change your body, will change how you feel, will change what your blood sugar levels might be. You diabetics, I'm going to tell you right now, being sedentary for just a couple of days will throw blood sugar out of whack. I'm not talking about medication or insulin, just sitting down. Now watch this. If you were to get up and move more, all of a sudden your blood sugar levels start to come more in line just from activity. Sitting is one of the worst things we could do for our body. It's bad for the metabolism. It's bad for the back. It's bad for so many other things. So rejuvenation. How about this one? And I know you guys love television, though you should be listening to me on the radio. I should be your number one show. Coach Fred on every Monday now from 12 to 1. Extreme Health Radio is right here on News Talk 1450 WOLAM. That's 12 to 1. You're going to keep pushing that one, folks, to get used to that. But maybe I'm not on the radio all the time, and you might want to turn on the television. Well, here's what's going on. You're watching television. Why don't you stand and sing with the idol? Even if you don't know the words, just sing whatever you want to sing, but sing with the idol. How about this one? Why don't you dance with the stars? You ever try that one? March Madness is coming up. The basketball tournament, college basketball tournament's coming up. There are games from like noon to midnight. The pros are playing. Baseball's starting. Hockey's in season. For you hockey fans, there are all kinds of sports out there. What if you're watching the game and you stood up between timeouts? What if you're watching the game and the commercial comes on and you're doing exercise? What if you're watching the game and at halftime you say, you know something? I'm going to do 3-4 exercises rather than watch and rehash what I've already seen already. That's all about rejuvenation. So we renew our minds, we rejuvenate our bodies. And here goes a big one. Refreshing, folks. I'm talking about rest and I'm talking about sleep. I'm talking about not being the kind of person that goes to bed tired, sleeps 8 hours, and wakes up still tired. No, I'm talking about someone whose sleep is sweet, somebody who can just relax, sleep well, and get up. Sleep is like the third shift at a factory. You know, the first two shifts, the first 2 8-hour shifts, the guys that work that make widgets, they're making widgets and they're putting together stuff. But the third shift, they don't make widgets. Those are the guys that come in and they fix the machines, repair the machines, they service the machines that make the widgets. That's what sleep is like. So folks, if you're getting at least 7 hours sleep, I like to see 8, but 7 hours sleep a night, then here's what I want you to do. Start to do it. Now I know you say, but I don't sleep much, Fred. I mean, Coach, I try to lay in bed and nothing happens. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to say two things. Number one, we get back to nutrition and exercise and things like that, but also, how about just dealing with it? How about just dealing with it? How about just say, I'm going to lay here, go to bed at the same time every night, and not get out of bed to the same time every morning? Now, that may sound kind of crazy, kind of stupid, but watch this now. Just a few days of that, you'll start to fall asleep about that time. A couple of weeks of that, now that's what you do. 3 weeks, that's your body's new habit. And if you stay in that mode, night after night, week after week, month after month, year after year, hear me now, folks. Sleeping, refreshing the body once it's been rejuvenated, renewing your mind. These are real numbers. This is science, not Coach Fred talking. Can add 10 to 13 years to your life. Healthy years based on that alone. So, that's my soapbox for the day here on Extreme Health Radio. I am Coach Fred. This is News Talk 1450 WOL. Now, don't leave me out here hanging, folks. Give me a call. I'm at 1-800-450-7876. Again, 1-800-450-7876. Hey, Extreme Health Radio brought to you by the Fred Foster Fitness Company and Fitness for Eternity, offering personal and group fitness training for people of all ages. Home, office, gym, inside, outside, land, water, day and night, we can get you the best shape of your life. Hey, get back to you in a couple of minutes. Talk to you soon.
News Talk 1450 WOL AM, where information is power.
Good afternoon. This WOL traffic update is brought to you by Food Lion. On inbound 50, heading from 410 down to 202 through Chevrolet on your way into town. It was the construction in the right lane slowing things down. Outer loop of the Beltway, there was some pothole patching after Route 5 before Route 4. It looks like they've got that out of the roadway. Outbound Suitland Parkway is going to be the road work in the right lane past Neela Road before you get to Route 5 Branch Avenue and stay to the left to get by in a very brief delay to get through it. Visit your local Food Lion for MVP specials like value packs of boneless ribeye steak, $6.99 a pound. 5-pound bags of russet potatoes are 2 for $5. Food Lion, grocery shopping made sensible. Now your WOL weather forecast for today, becoming mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s, clouds overnight down to 47. Tomorrow could see an afternoon shower or a thunderstorm in the afternoon and a high in the upper 60s and near 70s. Steve Hirschhorn for News Talk 1450 WOL, where information is power.
News updates on the web at WOLDCnews.com.
Back to Extreme Health Radio. I am Coach Fred, your host of Extreme Health Radio. Listen, again, mark your calendars. Coming this Monday, we have a new time, a new day, and twice this show. That's Extreme Health Radio. Will to start coming on at noon. That's noon, from noon to 1 on News Talk 1450 WOLAM. That's 1,200 hours for your military folks to 1,300 hours, 12 to 1, Extreme Health Radio. Listen, the show's growing. I've got a list of guests week to week that will blow your mind. My partner in crime, Kelly Campbell, is going to be with me. Listen, the two of us together, two better than one. We're going to get this whole nation in shape. Now, the Extreme Health Radio Show is brought to you by the Fred Foster Fitness Company and Fitness for Eternity, offering personal and group fitness training for people of all ages. Home, office, gym, inside, outside, land, water, day or night. Doesn't make a difference. We can get you the best shape of your life. But for us to get to you, you've got to give us a call. You got to let us know where you are and who you are. So go to extremehealthseminars.com. That's extremehealthseminars with an S.com. Or give us a call. Our office at 240-403-4100. Again, 240-403-4100. And say, hey, Coach Fred, I'm ready to drop and give you 20. Maybe you can't do 20. We'll start at 1, 2, 3, but we'll get there. So, welcome back, Extreme Health Radio. Listen, we were just talking about renewing, rejuvenating, refreshing. We were talking about making a change in what you do. I spent some time on renew. Let me just spend a little more time with rejuvenate, because here goes something for all you people out there. This one's free, folks, that you can change how you live. All you people trying to lose weight out there, okay? Raise your head high. Now put it back down. Number one, we don't lose weight, because you know what happens when you lose stuff? You find it. What happens when you lose your keys? You look for it, you find it. Too often, too many of you have lost weight, then went and found it back. So let's just release the weight. Let's just let it go. Somebody else out there, they need that weight. How about sickness and disease? You know, we just don't want to not have it. Release it. Let it go. Instead, embrace health. And here goes one of the best ways to go about it. We'll look at the weight release. 3,500. So even though I can't hear you, you can call me in and say it, but 3,500 is your number. 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of fat. Now let me say it again. 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of fat. Now, I don't care if it's a protein calorie, a fat calorie, or carbohydrate calorie. 3,500 equals 1 pound of fat. And this, now think about this. A human being can safely lose 2 or 3 pounds a week. They're working pretty hard to do that. But 2 or 3 pounds a week, you can safely lose. We're talking about getting that stuff off and keeping it off. We're talking release. So let's just work on 1 pound. Just 1 pound. This doesn't involve you necessarily working out. It involves two things. Eating a little bit less and moving a little bit more. So if we took the 3,500 and we divide it by 7, now we've got 500 calories a day. My goal is to spend 500 more calories than I'm already spending, or move 500 calories worth more than I'm already moving. So 500 calories. Or better yet, what if we did this? What if I ate 250 calories less and move 250 calories more? Take the 250 on one side, the 250 on the other side, that's 500. Do that every day. Use about 1 pound of fat per week. Now, for some of us that need to lose a lot, it works well. For those that don't need to lose as much, the body will figure out what to do and level off. But here goes simple ways in which you can get rid of that 500 calories a day. Let's start with food. That's the simple one. Okay. Right now, you know visually how much food you like to have on your plate. Why not use smaller plates? Why not use salad plates versus a full dinner plate or a smaller dinner plate? Or, if that's tough for you, visually figure out what you like to eat and sort of cut out the edges. In other words, go around the outside, the circumference of that plate, and make sure that plate is white or whatever color the plate might be. In other words, leave some gap around the edges. If you did that 3 times a day, I'm almost certain you'll easily save 250 calories a day. Now, you might be saying, well, Fred, I like to eat a lot. You're still going to be eating a lot, just not quite as much. And here goes a key that so many people don't realize or understand. It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to realize you've eaten. So in other words, you've eaten a meal. For 20 minutes, your brain doesn't realize you've eaten. That's why too often we go back for seconds or thirds and stuff ourselves, and then we feel bad later on. But here's the deal. If you just eat, let the 20 minutes go, you'll be just fine. Better yet, we talked about 3 weeks to form a habit. After a few weeks of that, that becomes a new normal. Your body says, okay, I've had enough. Stomach even starts to shrink. Now, you've already saved 250 calories a day. Okay, so what about the other 250 calories, Fred? Okay, this is what you do. Coach says you're at work or you're at home, you're taking a phone call, and you don't have to write something down. Take every phone call standing up. Or how about this one? You've heard these things before. You go into the mall? Well, park a little bit further from the front door. It doesn't take much not to get rid of that 250 calories. How about this one? Drinking more water. Drink 8 or 10 ounces of glasses of water a day. It actually takes calories to consume the water. That's an easy one to do. Or, I already talked about dancing with the stars and singing with the idols. I've told you in the past, you live at a home and you've got a bathroom on more than one floor. Never go to the bathroom on the same floor you're on. The one I like best, though, the weather's getting warmer. Spring's upon us, folks. And this is for all you people trying to figure out how do I get more vitamin D in my diet? Because sunlight is the key to getting vitamin D. About half hour is enough during the day, midday. Go for a walk down. It's getting warmer. At lunchtime, take your lunch outside. When you get home, it's daylight savings time. Take advantage of that. Don't come home and just crash on your couch. Don't go home and start checking your voice messages or your email. Instead, get home, put your walking or running shoes on, and just walk around your own block one time, 2 times, 3 times. One time, with standing up all day, not going to the bathroom that you're on, drinking more water will easily burn an extra 250 calories a day. Now, I haven't said go to the gym. I haven't said exercise, really. I haven't even said do a stretch. I'm saying eat a little bit less, move a little bit more. You folks that like the garden, get out in the garden and do that. All those things will help you lose that weight today. So, hey, I am Coach Fred. You will listen to Extreme Health Radio. We are now on, starting next week, Mondays from 12 noon to 1 p.m. That's new day, new time, twice the show. We're going to get into exercise. We always talk about it. We're going to talk about nutrition and also the head game, the thing that says, hey, I just don't do all that I'm supposed to do. I know I should be eating better. I know that chocolate cake for breakfast is a good idea, yet I still don't do the right thing. We'll talk about the head game with you. So that's every Monday, noontime. That's high noon, Extreme Health Radio. And to talk to Coach Fred, all you've got to do, dial in. 1-800-450-7876. That's 1-800-450-7876.
60. 1, 2, 3, 70. 1, 2.
Back to Extreme Health Radio.